Hello, today we are joined by AJ from Vidispine. AJ, welcome and congrats on your success.
Thanks for having me.
Great. Looking forward to this. Please tell us a bit about yourself and VidiNet.
Yeah, so my name's Alex Jennings. I'm a solutions architect working for Vidispine. I've been working with them for kind of 6 or 7 years ago now. But actually, previously, before that, I'd worked with them as a customer and as an integrator. So kind of a long history working with the company. Based out of Portland, Oregon, moved to here from London a couple of years ago.
You get to live in Oregon?
It's a great part of the world.
Yeah, nice.
And it's on the kind of West Coast, so working with a number of our kind of studio customers. Yeah, just can just about stay in contact with the guys in Europe.
Yeah, good for you. Good for you. All right, well, let's dive into some of the impressive functionality and use cases of VidiNet. Please describe, how VidiNet helps customers produce, leverage, monetize their content. Yeah, please tell us more.
Yeah, so VidiNet is a kind of a portfolio of products which we have offered and services as well. So that we have software that allows customers to kind of browse, ingest media content, preview that, and trigger different workflows. We can monitor workflows fully automated or ones that kind of users are kind of in the progress of working on a piece of content. We have ties into the post-production tools, so into Adobe Premiere, so you can really get into managing files that are being crafted and the outputs from them. We have ties into live recording for bringing in broadcast feeds. And we also provide kind of a variety of transcoding and media processing services in the cloud.
Wow. Okay. So, yeah, your suite spans production, post-production, and distribution, right?
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
kind of a wide range of customers who pick and choose different parts of the products or use the full suite together. Some customers who are, who have post-production facilities, who are putting together the edits for shows. They're also playing those out on their own linear channels, and they also have distributing that to other content partners. And yeah, that's where the whole kind of process of moving that through with metadata and that kind of history all being stored within the media asset management system, is crucial to them.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there are so many solutions in your portfolio. I'm not going to ask you about every one of them, but maybe I'll just ask you about two at least, and get you to tell us a little bit. So maybe start with Vidicore.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
at the heart of our products is our headless media asset management API service. That's really what kind of started everything from the history. Is that the founders wanted to develop something where it had a broad range of functionality, could be used in various different scenarios, but really was helping manage the relationship between files and different storage locations, the time-based metadata associated with them, and the different kind of formats, renditions that could be created from that source material. And it being kind of API first means that we can develop these additional products on top of it using that kind of standardized API, but we also have that available for customers and other partners to build on top of it as well. So beyond our own products, there's a kind of wide ecosystem of customers who have built their own tailored solutions, and also fully baked products are available on the market from our partners. So yeah, just beyond what we build, there's more out there, and that comes from having this fully documented API with a broad range of features that's really been developed on for the last kind of 15 years. That kind of powers everything under the hood.
Right. And I know our workflow team certainly loves using those tools and customizing solutions for customers as well. Okay, one more I got to ask about Media Portal. Just
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about that one.
Yeah, so I mean, going back in the history where it was API first, and that was the VidiCore was the kind of engine behind everything. We kind of enable customers to build their own user interfaces, and what happened is one of the customer's partners was the kind of Arvato Systems company. They built the original media portal interface for browsing for browsing content and selecting kind of time intervals to be put together into sequences. And what happened is that then caused, that triggered the merger of the two companies, the Arvato Systems kind of media team building Media Portal, and the Vidispine with the headless API first, together into kind of this one kind of full portfolio, so that we can now show customers who need a web interface to look at that content. They can go and look at Media Portal. Under the hood, we've still got the VidiCore engine, so the two things are working together. VidiCore has Media Portal has everything that you'd expect, with like a frame accurate media playback, be able to play back streams from the cloud or on-premise storages, be able to put time-based accurate comments, and be able to trigger the workflows from there.
Cool. Now I gotta do a bit about your corporation
Mhm.
and the corporate structure. I'll read some of this, but about Arvato, and owned by Bertelsmann, right?
Mhm.
So global IT specialist Arvato Systems supports major companies in digital transformation. About 3,400 staff in over 25 locations stand for in-depth technology expertise, industry knowledge, and focus on customer requirements. Working as a team, you develop innovative IT solutions, transition clients into the cloud, integrate digital processes, and take on IT systems operation and support. So Vidispine is a brand of the Arvato Systems Group.
Mhm.
The Vidispine portfolio enables companies working with media to focus on their core business by providing easy access to the technology that supports their business needs. The platform enables customers to get the maximum value from their assets, rights, media inventory, and market. Impressive. And I said it at the start. Arvatos are owned by Bertelsmann. Bertelsmann is an enormous media company, a global media company. And I didn't know this when I was doing research, but Bertelsmann owns Penguin, Random House, and BMG Music. So yeah, really expansive. And
Yeah.
I'm sure that helps you develop and provide solutions for customers, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's the Bertelsmann itself is a private family-owned business with of kind of a wide range of media companies that they own. One of those is like some kind of broadcast with RTL, and Fremantle, who kind of content creators. And yeah, Arvato Systems with the IT services part of that, and then Vidispine, the kind of brand of media technology products. Yeah, Bertelsmann is, being a large company, and being a kind of small part within that, we are still kind of quite independent. We also, being the size that we are now, we have offices located in Europe, US, and Malaysia, that offers opportunities with kind of follow the sun in terms of support and development as well, which is
Right,
something
right.
which we've not really been able to offer to customers until the last couple of years.
Yeah, yeah, excellent. No, it's really, really, really impressive. You know, everyone's heard of, or I think, everyone's heard of Vidispine. It's good to get that perspective, and everyone's heard of Arvato, and also important to know where it fits. So yeah, back to a couple of specific questions for you, AJ. But you're very transparent about your costs of your solutions, aren't you?
Yeah, we have our products are available on our software as a service platform. So we have costs per day for running the applications, costs per minute for using the media processing services. So that kind of falls in line with what we see in the industry with other cloud services like AWS. So we made that available, but we understand that not every customer has that wants that kind of on-demand consumable pricing. So we also, have the traditional licensing costs for software subscriptions per user licensing. So we kind of are flexible depending on what customers need from us. Some people, they want to use our products specifically for one project. They know it's going to be spun up, running for 3 or 4 months, and then it's all going to be closed down again. So they don't want to invest in a multi-year project. We have other customers who are using this for their long-term legacy archive that they want to be preserved for the next kind of 5-10 years. So they want to engage with us in a longer-term contract. So yeah, everything in between we try and cater towards.
Yeah, fantastic. Okay. And you've already mentioned your APIs, but your APIs are open, and your SDKs are free. Is that correct?
Yeah. We use our own SDKs to build our own products, and we make those available for customers to use. So, for example, the things like the video player, things like the search interface. Some customers can bring that into their own applications that they're building. Others use it as a reference point and can see all the APIs that are being used under the hood. So that really opens up these kind of great opportunities where I get to see customers where we'll give them the toolkit, and I'll come back after a year and they'll have built this amazing application and workflows all by themselves. And it's really interesting and creative to see what people are using our technology for in markets which we not really targeting or focused on, but people they have the same challenges with managing media content, depending on if they're a public broadcaster or if they're a rights owner or a kind of a historical archive.
Yeah. Okay. And you do not sell any hardware, correct? All software.
No, it's all software. We kind of work with a number of kind of partners across the technology space. But yeah, the software had always been something where customers would be able to install it on their own hardware. Back kind of 10-15 years ago, this was kind of on-premise or in data centers. But that also then gave us the flexibility when people started to move to cloud deployments, that we weren't tied to a specific piece of hardware. We had very early cloud deployments for media asset management before many other people were ready for it. We had systems running in production and continue to run in production for a number of years, scaling out into the cloud.
Excellent. Okay. And AJ, please tell us a bit about some of the use cases and projects that you've been involved with.
Yeah. So some of the projects that I originally worked with Vidispine on were to do with advertising delivery of many different versions of and localized versions of different spots. Yeah. So my experience with Vidispine started working for a company that was delivering lots of different versions of adverts for localized for different markets and different formats. And really, I've taken that experience of the kind of media supply chain through to customers in the US who are dealing now with multiple versions of a film, different edits, different formats, whether it's a SD version, a UHD, HDR, and then be able to deliver those out to places for distribution and play out. So really, my favorite projects to work on are dealing with those kind of the master file for a Hollywood film and all the different derivatives that come from that, and all the challenges that are part of that in terms of how do we process this when we deliver to different markets, what's the cost of processing this over its life cycle, and then how quickly can we move content from it being broadcast to all of our VOD partners.
And again, my last question, but you did speak to this a little bit, but maybe just for emphasis, right? Your solutions are SaaS or bring your own cloud or on-prem, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and we kind of have customers across all of those implementations. We have customers who they might not have a large kind of IT staff, so we can handle running the underlying architecture, making sure that's kind of secure, highly available. They might want to consume that as just a one-off service. We also can install our software and manage the platform in a customer's cloud account as well. We appreciate that customers have cloud accounts with significant you know yeah, we know that customers have cloud accounts with large kind of corporate agreements that are made, so we can
sure.
install into that cloud account. We know that customers still have on-premise storage and their on-premise workflows, so we also have hybrid implementations are available where we can have a local file worker, the VSA, that can kind of connect to your local storages, transfer just the information that's needed to the database running in the cloud. So hybrid scenarios with multiple geographical regions. And we also have customers who still, for security reasons, need to run completely on a air-gapped environment on premise. So we can bring the cloud technology down to on premise as well.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Well, AJ, yeah. First, I want to say, I mean, all of us at CineSys, we appreciate the partnership we have with Vidispine and Arvato, and want to thank you for joining us today. We really appreciate it, and wish you continued success.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah. Really enjoy working with your team. They've got some really interesting customers with different variety of workflows, and yeah, we kind of collaborate closely with you guys. Making sure you have access to the latest software with pre-releases, that we can get you guys up to speed and get your feedback. We also have a user group meeting twice a year, and we invite your team to present, and that's always one of the highlights.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay. Excellent, AJ. Have a great day, and
Cool.
thank you, everyone.
Thanks.